Kustoms. This is a 2000 Chevy crew cab we've redone for a customer. He went the cheaper route and went to somebody else who was about half of what my price estimate was. As a result of that, we've got almost as much, if not more, in than my original estimate, just repairing all the problems we had. We had suspension issues that I couldn't even explain. The truck was completely undrivable in its current state when it arrived with us. Now we've replaced all the rear suspension with reckless suspension components, wishbone, basically a 3-link setup. The front, we left the extensive suspension, but we actually reworked it all so the bags actually functioned properly. When we got it, it was set up for something like a 28-inch wheel. It's only got a 24, so the bag wasn't getting the proper travel it was supposed to have. That kind of stuff is super, super important when you're setting up air suspension, especially for a driver that you want to be able to keep long term. Setup and management is everything. All right, so if you take a look in the bed here, we had to completely rework all the sheet metal on the floor. They had cut it out and put some really big fenders in it that were way too big and weren't even needed. As a matter of fact, when you look in there, you'll see these ones are about a third of the size they were before. So we built all the removable panels for the center that we can get to all the suspension components and the air management stuff in the center. We even managed to hide the battery up underneath the back. There's some jump posts to get to it real easily. Makes it nice and simple and easily accessible for the owner. But nice and clean, simple, and elegant. All right, so under here, we had quite a mess to clean up too. They had really botched the job. The fuse block was barely hanging on by an unstable mount. The air filter was kind of haphazardly thrown across the front of the engine. The wheel wells didn't even hold water where they were supposed to off the engine bay, so we actually had to pretty much redesign everything in here. We even hand-built the washer fluid and coolant reservoirs to match each other so they could hide and but be relocated easily. On the firewall, when you drop these and you put big wheels in them, you need the space to be able to turn. Well, they had not done any of that. So the wheels were actually rubbing into the firewall real bad, so we had to cut and recess the firewall on both sides. That way the wheels had the turning space needed to actually be able to drive the truck functionally and low. Some things we still have a problem with, we got to work out later, is the previous guy damaged the sides quite a bit. He was trying to cut the wheel lip, or the wheel well lip off here, and he damaged the bed sides pretty bad while doing that. So there's still some cleanup to do later, but about as far as we can go right now with the time frame. There's still quite a few things that need done on it, but at this point it's as far as we can go as far as what the customer wants to do. It's now a reliable driver that actually functions the way it's supposed to. So lots of stuff done on this.